everyone, I am Lily. Now you are watching our keypower live show. Yesterday I have introduced our 200 kilowatt generators using SDEC engine. 200 kilowatt is good to use those big engines, but for the small one, like residential or commercial range from 1 kilowatt to 10 kilowatt, we use the portable diesel or gasoline generators, but those ones are 3,000 RPM or 3,600 RPM for 50 Hertz or 60 Hertz. For the bigger one, like 20 kVA, 16 kVA, which is more popular for the office, for the house, how to recommend a good engine for you, because 1,500 RPM with water-cooled diesel engine is more durable for continuous running. Sometimes people complained that 3,000 RPM the cost is low, but after continuous running the alternator gets burned because if you use it continuously, the temperature goes up and the alternator winding may burn. So today we would like to recommend something for you. For this range, Perkins, Japanese Kubota or Yamaha is good choice, but their costing is quite high. In this case, we recommend to use a FAW engine, FAW. The company name is FAWDE, but the engine brand that you saw on the lows is FAW. I think many people knows about these brands from the heavy truck that you see in the on the lows. Today, let's see what is FAW engine. Let's see a small video first. Okay. Okay, let's see what the generator looks like with the FAW engine. This is our 20 kVA generator, 50 Hertz, using FAW 4DX90 model. You can take a look on the nameplate of the engine. Yeah, 4DW91. It is 21 kilowatt, 1,500 RPM. The generator is quite small and compact. Then let's see the details what we make beside faulty engine. Here is an independent control panel. We built the controller here with the emergency stop to get the access when you start the generator. And this is the power switch to give the power from the battery to this control panel. And here you can put on the circuit breaker. Yeah, the cable tray, cable here. Take on the screw and connect the UVWN cables here. And then I would like to introduce our fuel tank design. Yeah, could you give me a shot? Yeah, the fuel tank design is quite good. Yeah, here is banded. Let me show you. We use the whole plate like a paper. This is the whole plate. We bend it here and then bend here again. Yeah, and then put a plate here, and then here. Inside the welding point, we make the double inside and outside welded, yeah, double time, and use the pressure to test the leakage of the fuel tank. So the fuel tank is quite strong and good enough for transportation. This is the space for get the forklift access. Yeah. And then we can see the alternator. Yeah. This is keypower brand alternator. We offer 3 years warranty for all the keypower alternators. 20 kVA, standby 22 kVA. Yeah. And the stop solenoid also with keypower brand name. It means that we also offer extend warranty for it, 2 years warranty. And here is the fuel filter, fuel pump, mechanical type, oil filter. Yeah. And then you can see this radiator hose is very good quality. And from here, you can fill in the oil, and you can also fill in the oil from here. Yeah. And then from here, you can check the fuel, the oil level. Yeah, oil level. The radiator is also 50 degrees, and the battery, we put it under the radiator. It's also Germany Varta battery. Water bottle. Yeah. This and this made by keypower. We put the extra protection for the fan, the rotating parts of the radiator to protect the people. And then this is the isolation for that battery. From here, you can see, you can fill in the fuel and the mechanical fuel level sensor meter. Yeah. And the cables looks very, very nice. Use the CE standard. I would like to emphasize one thing. Before using the generator, you need to do the daily check. Check the oil, check the fuel, and also check the radiator. Besides it, we also want you to check one thing. This way is better. Like this one. The foot of the engine and alternator and the screw here, we already use the mark pen. When you do the daily checking, better to check this. If it's moved away, then you need to retighten it. Yeah. It's under QC system. Before they deliver, they need to check it's tightened enough and mark it. Yeah. Then let's see the silent type canopy. The most advantage of this canopy is the compact design. It is 20 kVA. We use the same canopy for 16 kVA and 20 kVA. The size of this canopy is, you see my size. I am 1.6 meters height. Yeah, this one is 850 millimeter, and the width is 750 millimeter. So when we load in the container, we can put 14 units in one 20-foot container and 44 units in one 40 high Q. It can save a lot of cost for the freight. So the freight charge for this unit is quite small and economic. Besides it, the sound level of this unit is also very low. It can be 72 dB at 7 meter. So it's no problem for the people to use it, though the size is so compact. Many customers may ask, it's so cute and so small, how can I maintain it? Now let me show you. For example, the control panel is here, and the fuel filling, the fuel tank is on the top of the canopy. We extend this idea from the portable gasoline and diesel generator. So the advantage of using the fuel tank on the top is this fuel tank is 50 liters, but it's good enough to use for this generator for the whole day, because from the top down to the fuel pump, it can be drained and used thoroughly, and it can avoid the fuel line air lock during the running of the generator. Sometimes in the daytime, if you don't use this generator and put it there, if the fuel tank is on the top, on the base, then the fuel will drop down to the fuel tank from the fuel line. Then it will have the air in the fuel line to have the air lock. Then when you turn on the generator, it cannot be start successfully. So in case you need to use ATS, automatic transfer switch, it failed to start, you need to go to the generator to pulling out the air, and then you can use it. This kind of design avoid that problem, to use the fuel tank on the top, to make the end user quite easy to operate this generator. And when you fill in the fuel, you can see the fuel level here. It's a viewing window. So when you fill, you can see here, quite easy. And from here, you can fill in the oil. From here, you can fill in the radiator coolant. Yeah, quite easy. And this radiator is not built inside with the engine. It's built outside with the exhauster here. So in case in the future, when you need to repair the radiator, you can take off this cover. Take off this cover and take out the radiator to replace with new radiator easily. Yeah. And for the lifting of the generator, it's also no problem. Here is the lifting point. Yeah, 2 lifting point and forklift pockets. Yeah. So it means that the whole generator was designed so compact, but still quite easier for the people to use it. Now let's see inside. Here is a small thing, but it's really good design to protect the water goes into the control panel when the generator is sitting outdoor. We built the control panel here and use independent control box. This is keypower patented design for the canopy. Here, there are 4 units of rubber pad to reduce the vibration during start and stop the engine. The engine vibrates a lot, but when we use this rubber to reduce the vibration, when we start the engine and stop the engine, the control panel won't lose. Yeah. And even more, we move the AVR connection here, so the end user don't need to take off the cover of the alternator to adjust the AVR, because that one is quite professional. But for the small generators, it's easier for the end user to adjust here. And the Smargen battery trickle charger here. Yeah, all these terminals are German Phoenix brand, and these are the fuse. Later, I will introduce why we need to use these fuse. And we don't design the cable tray here. We move it here. So when the people operate here, cable and power goes out from here. It's safe for the people. This is the circuit breaker. So when you operate the generator, you can put it on and then turn on the circuit breaker here. The cable going inside here. Yeah. This is optional for the surge protection. Yeah. The door can be opened widely, so you can see all the things inside already, right? Yeah. The people can maintenance it easily. We use Vata battery as our keypower standard. This is very important. You know, when I visited Nigeria in 2005, I viewing an accident by myself. The people there misconnect the cable to the battery. They do a long connection for the cable of the battery. And I see that the machine, the cables and the control panel get burned and smoking. I was very afraid at that time, and I reported to my company after I see that accident. The reason why we did not connect the cables to the battery before shipment is because during the transportation, we are afraid that the battery will getting low battery during the transportation and sitting in the seaport waiting for the custom clearance. So normally we did not connect the cables of the batteries, leave it to the end user. When they need to use it, they can connect the cable. But after that, we change our idea, and we saw what happened there. So we add a battery isolation switch here and connect the cables, so the people can switch off the battery during transportation or when they don't need to use it, to keep the battery here. And at the same time, we use the battery trickle charger in the control box, so they can charge the battery when the battery gets lower. It can avoid this kind of accident. More and more, we put the fuse in the control panel. So even when the people need to maintenance or repair the generator, even they make a mistake on connection of the cable, it won't burn the controller. The fuse will be burnt, and then you only need to put the replace the fuse. That's all to make it easy. So for the small portable generator and this kind of generators for commercial or residential use, we did what we can do to make the operation maintenance as easier as possible. And you can see here for the flexible hose, we use special good quality. Yeah. You can see it's quite good. Yeah. So for all the details of this generator, we have did a lot of thing to make it easy, and did what we can make to improve the quality of this unit in these years. We started to use FAW engine in 2009. Before that, we just know that FAW engine is very famous. They was founded in 1943, which is longer time than People's Republic of China. But in 2009, we started to cooperate with them. Until now, I think thousands of generators exported by Keypower to South America, to Indonesia, to Philippines, to Cambodia, to Russia. So all the clients' feedback are quite good. Yeah, it's not as good. The quality is not as good as Perkins or Kubota or Yamaha, but the cost is only half of it. And there are small issues like the fuel injection, like the sensor, all these small parts. So customers like it very much. My friend in Bangladesh, he sent me a message on Facebook, told me that he already used the FAW 20 kVA for his house for more than 10,000 hours running, and it's without big overhauling until now. So it's really highly recommended if the budget is not big enough. If it is for standby use, I think it's cheap and good quality from China. Thank you for watching our live show today. Hope my video helps you. Thank you. Bye.